Mate, it's saying I'm live, but I'm not again. This Facebook's a nightmare. Hi everybody, how we doing? Welcome to the stream. Finally got there in the end. You know what? Facebook is like, it's not just one click like YouTube stream. You got to set it up on one thing over there and then set it up on a monitor over there and click over there, backwards and forwards like a yo-yo. We're waiting for Samantha, guys, and I've tried to get hold of her twice now and she's not answering. And unfortunately, this stream was to get her story. She was going to be the first one to come forward and give her story live. I hope she's okay. I was in contact with her this morning and she was fine, but yeah, not this evening, unfortunately.
Well, these things can happen, obviously, in circumstances. It happens to the best of us, especially in the world that we live in and what we're dealing with. But no, we can just have a chat for 15 minutes, give her a bit of time. Maybe she's running a bit behind either way. Perhaps we can just talk about a few bits of our news and updates we've done recently. We talked to them last stream a
Let me
couple of
just
days
try her
back.
again. Let me try her again, buddy. I just need to change your picture a minute. You can carry on talking. It's fine.
I will say I can't see the live stream still from my end. Yeah, is it showing the live stream your end? Because I can't see it my end.
Yes, mate. It's working. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't need to see the thing to talk. I'll put that away. Right. So yes, we did a live stream a couple of days ago about our 2-year plan, what we're looking to do with other platforms, and so far, as of well, yesterday and today, we now have TikTok set up. We have X set up as well. In the next day or so, we'll post the links on the Facebook group of United Children UK, and then anyone who's got those platforms come across, have a look. There'll be different content on there because although we're going to try and keep the content the same in all the pages, but there's some people in a professional capacity and other people that need support and are part of this that don't really deal with Facebook, so we can start connecting with them as well on the other platforms. We're going to start doing regular daily sort of short videos, clippets from podcasts that me and Angel are going to do, and just sort of spread awareness as far wide as we can. This week, I'm going to be setting up the merchandise, or trying to. It's not a few hour job, unfortunately. It's going to take me several days of hard work to get the merchandise platform set up initially. And then as time goes on, we'll expand the merchandise of products, what's available. And obviously, we'd like to take any suggestions from yourselves out there. What sort of merchandise would you like to see? You know, ideas is great, not just for us adults, but maybe merchandise for the children as well, which may be worded slightly differently because on our merchandise.
I'm ahead of you there, mate. The For the children, we've got the Unite the Children UK Teddy. And
Yes,
also, that's what will be on either the front or the back. Haven't decided yet of like t-shirts, hoodies, that sort of thing for children, or even
yeah,
adults. If the adults want that teddy bear sort of up here in the corner or something like that instead of this, or they want it on the back or whatever, it's up to them. There'll be multiple different designs of hoodies and colours. But like I said to you earlier, Matt, we need to get this material and we need to get it so they're like these where the writing and the logos printed actually into the material so it can't come out in the wash or anything.
yeah. Well, I've got to look at suppliers for this because obviously I want to make it as easy as possible, not just for us, but for the people ordering it as well. I want to put a separate platform up there, whether it's on TikTok, Shopify, or
Yeah.
both, or some others as well, where
The
people can
the
literally choose what they want, click it, and it'll get delivered to them.
yeah,
So
the cotton hoodies are lovely in that in the winter, but in the summer they're just too hot and thick. And also, printers like print it on like heat or whatever they do, and over time the writing and that, it cracks and peels off and stuff. Whereas with these ones it can't. So these are the sort of material and the printing we need. And
Yeah,
at
no,
the moment, this is through Amazon, and I can't get in contact with the guys in China and say, look, can I go directly through you? So they're putting like £10 delivery on each garment, even if I ordered 50. It's
so
I can't keep on doing it like that.
no, so naturally, initially for merchandise costs, naturally it's going to be a bit more expensive than what you could somewhere else, but that's because we're small at the moment. But as we start selling more and getting traction with new suppliers, we can start driving costs down as well. For yourselves essentially. I'm not going to speculate the prices yet, but currently paying I think 40 quid for these tops. But for example, we might be able to get it down to 30 or maybe a bit below, depending on where we can get the supply from, but we'll need to get a sample first
Ideally,
of.
I'd like to have a supplier in the UK if I can. That's
Well,
ideally what I'd like.
that would be the most optimal way of doing things. But we can look at both in the UK and outside the UK. As we get more numbers, more demand for the merchandise, we'll have to outsource most probably an import into the UK. Drive down the costs. But no, we want ideas really sent our way of what shall we do, not just like the tops, the hats, little wristbands, cups, teddy bears. There's all sorts of different ideas that we're going to put up there in the shop. If yourselves have any ideas what you might think would be great to have as merchandise, if you like children on, I'm very sensitive and aware that naturally on the adult merchandise, that say on our tops, there are like sort of signs of failing social services. But when it comes to merchandise for children with United Children UK, then we probably won't have that sort of statement on the children's merchandise. I think
No,
we enable us.
that's being changed. That's like the
Yeah,
Teddy and stuff like that. That's
oh,
going to be changed. Yeah,
yeah,
the social services are failing us. That won't be on there.
yeah. No, I completely agree. Yeah, so I've had a bit of a hiccup myself this week. I got the webcam right at the weekend, and I'm still using my phone tonight. So was trying to get my PC set up because I've not been using a desktop for donkey's years.
Yeah,
Since I
what's
was
the
young.
story? We're well, I'm dying to know.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to pretend like I don't already know, but I'm dying to know. What happened with the PC then? I've also noticed, guys, quickly while I'm looking over. Hopefully, it's not showing up on your screen, guys. But can you let me know where my head is? Is there a view account and a big live button? Because if there is, you guys can't see me.
Right.
And my camera's in the wrong place. I'm really hoping you guys can't see that and it's just my end.
If it is the
Yeah.
case, we can sort of like upload the recording afterwards, can't we? Once it's been there potentially that way. So my computer trouble. So I used to build computers for a long time, many, many years ago from scratch. Used to love doing it. I've got plenty of parts here, and so I was like, right, I've got the camera. I'm going to get my system up and running. I've got one that what I used to use. Very excited. Went to switch it on, and the moment I switched the power on, they tripped the entire power of my house out. So I was like, right, okay. So I had a look at the board. There was this exposed wire that touched, I think it's one of the capacitors, and it sort of blew that part of the board and surged around the house. So I thought, right, I'll get use another motherboard that I've got, another system, and build that. And I spent about 4 hours building it. And went for the moment of truth, and nothing, literally no power at all. So I'm not sure. It's probably been out in my office for so long, the damp, the cold. But anyway, so what I've done now is I'm ordering another desktop. I'm not going to build it this time round. I'm just going to order one already built, just specifically so I can do this in a more professional setting, and I can do a lot more with the editing and the platforms. And I will confess, I used to be a big PC gamer 20 years ago, and I used to create a lot of content on YouTube, like many people did back then. And I'm starting to get a taste of it again. So I think in the background, I'm going to start building myself a gaming PC too. Not too relevant for the page, but yeah, I'm just
You're
yeah.
never too old for a bit of gaming, mate. I still do a bit of gaming when I'm bored and that, and or if I can't sleep late in the evening. Little
You know
man's not
what?
here at the moment, but when little man is
Yeah,
here and he's like asleep and that, I'll be down here and I might do a bit of gaming or stuff like this. At one point, I was
yeah,
actually playing games with him, so
yeah, yeah. No, it's fun,
that
and
was fun. But yeah, so I do a bit myself. I'm not gonna lie, I do a bit of gaming, like nothing serious
yeah,
though. I don't do Fortnite and smash my keyboard and all that sort of business.
yeah. I'd say I've not done gaming for so long now. Sort of like probably 18 years maybe.
But yeah,
So,
for those who are coming in and out of chat, I really do apologise. Samantha's not here. I shall still try and get hold of her later and check, see that she's okay. But
and I also can't see the chat today like I did the other day. I haven't got the laptop with me at the moment, but yeah, I've got multiple screens coming as well, the new desktop. So I'll have multiple screens like Angel, so I can have the video up on one, I can see the comments in the other. So because I love to respond live to people's comments. That's what I like to do. That's the whole good nature of doing live video calls and things. So another thing that I would like to try and do, Angel, I was going to raise it with you later or tomorrow, but I was thinking, and what you guys listening will think, and those in the future that listen to this playing back. I was thinking of having an end of week news summary where we do a summary of the posts that's coming through our group throughout this week, and on top of that, any key news events around the world, specifically in this country though, but surrounding the children and what's happening to them and things to the establishments. That's specifically about childcare and the children. Like earlier on the platform, I posted something crazy from Sky News on United Children UK, where they're saying that these sex dolls are banned, children's sex dolls are banned around the world except in the United Kingdom. And when I read that, and it's from Sky News, it came on there today, I shared it on the group, I was just in disbelief. And I was thinking, it's a no brainer, isn't it? Surely. I mean, this is what the government can do. It's a no brainer, ban it. But no, it probably won't happen like that because nothing seems to happen in favour of the children in this country at the moment. So it'll be another petition of some sort, or we'll start setting up, or someone else might set up, or someone may have already done it. I'm not looked, but yeah. So I want to do a news roundup at the end of every single week of the page, posts on the page, comments from people, and what's going on around the world today in relation to what our topics are. I mean, what do you think about Angel? Is that something we should do live, or should we do a pre-recorded one, or we can mix it up a little bit? Actually, I mean, this week I know we're pressed for time with commitments we've got this week, so it might be hard to do live. So we can do a pre-recording at the end of the week, and maybe next week if we get good demand and people like that sort of summary and news roundup, we can start doing it live. And if we do it live, we can have people in the chat giving us some stories of their week's experience roundup that we may not have seen, and then we can throw it on the channel as well. So yeah, again, it's very new what we're doing here, but consistency is key. As of tomorrow, you'll start seeing videos coming every day. I know Angel's put some up today. I'll be putting up several videos throughout the week, not as long as I normally do, just short videos, just to catch people's attention on impactful subjects that we want to hear about. So yeah, there's a lot to do.
sorry,
I
guys.
can't wait.
I'm sorry, Matt, mate. I'm multitasking. You can't see me again, can you? But
I can't, but I can hear.
I'm multitasking, mate. Sorry about that. I'm messaging people on my phone while doing this, looking at that, listening to you, and trying to speak and everything else. So my life really just pure multitasking. And you say men can't multitask? I literally do 5 or 6 things at once, mate, and that includes thinking.
Well, we are in the realms of the multiverse now, aren't we? Technically,
Well, I'm in the rounds of somewhere. I'm not sure where yet. I'll let you know.
I don't know what realm we're in anymore in this world. I think it's shifted into a very bonkers realm somehow
I
with
must
what's
admit,
happening.
starting again wasn't on my agenda. I was on top of the list of things I needed to do, but obviously I have got to, which is unfortunate. But I probably
It,
should have streamed on my actual Facebook tonight and just and then just shared it onto here. Excuse me,
yeah, no,
mate.
yeah. I mean, that's okay though. I mean,
But
we've
yeah.
got new members, so that they can see what we're talking about tonight. It's a shame. I hope Samantha's okay. We was a bit late starting the stream, so I think Angel's trying to reach
Oh,
out
she
to
was
her.
online apparently an hour ago. So an hour ago she was okay.
Well, I hope she's okay, and we can
According
easily
to
arrange.
Facebook Messenger, she was, but you can never take that as true. Look, when it says people are online, because a lot of time they ain't.
Yeah,
I've had that before when someone's messaged me and go, "Look, I can see you're online," and when I've read it in the morning, and I'm like, actually, I was asleep. I swear to God, I was asleep, and my phone was off, so I wasn't online. So Facebook Messenger, a lot of time, can be very I don't know. I think it likes to cause arguments.
yeah, yeah. So far,
WhatsApp's
um,
great because WhatsApp tells the truth. You're on, you're on. You're off, you're off. You've seen it. It's been delivered. Blah blah blah. But Messenger seems to do this. oh, he's online. Actually, no, I wasn't. I haven't been online for like an hour. I'm not online at all. But yeah, it's one of those things.
Oh, I would like people to highlight something that Dale Tell has actually posted on our group today. It's around 6, 7 pages, and it's all in numerical order. There's multiple points with these sub points underneath each point, all about I guess the complaints procedure. It's all about
Mm.
fallacies. It's all about the tactics they use against us, and we've seen a lot of this posted on groups. But what Dale's done here is incredible. Actually, he's basically, instead of having multiple different posts of different strategies and tactics or complaints procedures or what they're doing, he's actually spent a lot of time and nicely organized it into one big uh, document about 6 pages long. And it's really easy to understand. It's on our United Children UK page. It was posted earlier today. I recommend anyone that's having difficulties with the system in the court to actually have a look at that as well in social services, because they're not very responsive, and this actually will start giving you some ideas on, or you're going to read it, you go, yeah, that's exactly what's happened to me. And when you see the point that relates to you, then there'll be a way quite easily from that point to create a complaint
Matt, it's a
for
shame
social.
you can't see my webcam at the moment, what I'm doing, because I just showed people my little baby Staffy puppy here in my arms.
Ah,
But it's actually in the background, and somebody would have said, "Oh my God, you got a puppy! You got a puppy!" It's actually a doorstop, guys. But when you watch this back later, Matt, it's so cute. But it's my doorstop at
yeah,
the back
well,
door.
yeah. So you guys are watching. I can't actually see Angel this time round, but I can watch him on the playback. But
Well,
I can
OBS
hear.
does this thing where if you have the camera on register, it turns it off on OBS and freezes it. And then if
Well,
you if you have it on an OBS, you can't have it on a Messenger. So just so you know as well, Matt, like, oh, you won't be using OBS, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, you can't have it on both. But
no, and I think when I'm running off the desktop PC, it will make things a bit easier your end rather than me doing it on Facebook. Do you know what I mean, or Messenger. If I'm actually using the software as well, yeah, it might be easier. I don't know.
no,
I
you
was
don't. You no. It's that make
it's
that
just a case of,
that definitely overcomplicates things. You.
I'll leave that in your hands. I don't want to
Yeah, I'll
overcomplicate
carry
things.
on phoning you. I'll carry on phoning your messenger, but instead of answering it on your phone, you'll just answer it on your computer. It's simple.
We've got enough
And then
complications.
then you'll have the live stream on one monitor. You'll have your webcam on the one in front of you, where you'll have my, you and the messenger, and then you'll
Yeah,
still be able to see chatting that on the other monitor with the Facebook, but you'll have the volume on that muted,
yeah, yeah.
and that's it to stop feedback. So you'll be hearing what I'm saying through your headphones, and everyone else is saying. We'll be able to hear you through your microphone, obviously, and we'll be able to see you through your webcam. But as for the OBS and that, you won't be messing about with that because, well, it just won't
And
work.
And also, this video is available to watch back on demand on our page for anyone. As you start watching it through the week and next week, we'll get more people watching. Please leave a comment in the comment section of this uploaded video when it's done, of any specific subjects or difficulties or concerns or areas that you would like us to discuss. And we can potentially put it into a live event with a number of people with actually these questions specifically. So we'll highlight your comment and we'll talk about it. And we do want to get more people on the chat. If we have too many people talking at once, it's going to be difficult. If we do lots of people on the camera. But we are looking to, sort of bring on different faces on our streams, different stories, different backgrounds, different strategies, different everything, really. So there's going to be a whole diverse range of stories coming out. Would have been the first episode tonight, but we will reschedule it for another time with Samantha. I hope she's okay. Really looking forward to it. I did chat with her the other day, and she's a great person. She's a great advocate for fighting for children's rights, and she's very switched on. And I can't wait to actually hear her full story. And so that will be episode 1, and we'll be doing episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, and so forth of my story. Whoever wants to come and talk to us live on the stories,
Well,
and then news.
it'll be the heading will
Yeah,
always be my story, and then it'll have their
yeah.
name if they want, first name and surname, or just first name, or it'll be anonymous, make up a name, whatever. But
Whatever
yeah,
you prefer,
yeah.
whatever you prefer. And also, I know on the I was going to talk about PLO in section 20 tonight. That was the idea. and contact sessions and what's happened with me in court recently and the success that I've had. We'll obviously leave that for tonight. Now we're going to do my story, Samantha. It's quite a long subject to talk about, and so we will reschedule our live event for that, either later in the week or next week. In the
Well,
meantime,
I'm not here Thursday evening. I've got something to do.
okay.
I'm not just going to say what. It's irrelevant. It doesn't matter. But
Well, why don't we
I'm
pre-record
busy.
one?
I'm
Yeah,
busy, and so I won't be able to do live Thursday night. So what I was going to do is I was just going to pre-record something tomorrow, or whatever, during the day,
we can do that. Yeah.
whenever we're both free, and then I shall just upload it um Thursday
In
evening.
fact, this could be an idea, guys. And Angel, I was just thinking we could do a pre-recorded video about the subject of Section 20 and PLO, and I can talk about my experience. We can then post a video, and then people can then start to comment if they've
If
had
they want to see it
experience.
live or not, yeah.
Yeah, and then we can then do a live one and talk about
It's
other
all
people's
it's all about
experiences.
everyone else and their children on here.
Yeah,
It's not about me and
yeah,
you, to be fair. You know, to a certain extent it is, because people still want to know our stories, what's happening in my life, what's happening with my children, what's happening with the dog. Perhaps you'll
yeah,
get a couple of your cats on stream for people who love cats. There you go.
yeah.
So
Maybe I very
see,
rarely see
see
them.
if you can make stuff.
But yeah,
I've ordered a Unite the Children teddy bear, so that'll be sat over there in the background somewhere, no doubt. Keeping the puppy happy. Boo Boo's just down there looking at me. Um, so yeah, and just give us your feedback. And that, obviously, tonight's not been very many views because this Unite the Children UK has only just started, so it's going to take time again, guys. But
yeah.
what I'll
But
probably
the
do,
important
what I'll probably do in the meantime, is do the live streams on my actual Facebook page, and then just share them on here for now until it picks up a bit, or vice versa. Actually, I'll probably do them live on there and share them on my Facebook. Actually, I'll probably do it the other way around. But yeah, people will
uh,
get to see these. They're also going to go. This one won't, but also there'll be stuff going on YouTube, and you're doing the X and the Twitter.
yes,
So I don't know. I don't go on them at all. I haven't even downloaded the platforms. I can't even see X and TikTok. So I keep on saying Twitter, X and TikTok. So you know, it's I don't see it. That's all. That's all your. That's like your half of this, isn't it? Really. So
it's well, yeah.
so
We just
it's
yeah,
up to
share
you
it.
to tell me how long is the longest video you can put on that on there. I don't know, because if you're going to need a
I will
short,
find out.
then I'm going to have to make it and send it you, aren't I?
Yeah, I think with the TikTok platform, I'm new to TikTok as well, but I think it's more short videos on there. I guess you can probably do long ones. I'm not sure. I'm still learning.
Yeah, you
But the
Google
important
it.
thing is,
Google's your
yeah,
friend.
I
Google's your
love
friend. That's how I learned how to do all this Facebook group now myself. I
it.
Googled everything. Literally asked Google how to do everything.
Well, Samantha's got a lot of experience with TikTok, so I will be liaising with her with any difficulties that I might have. So the page is blank at the minute. It's got a logo on. It's got about us on there, and but this week you'll start seeing content being loaded on there on both platforms. The idea is really is to put where we're going to store our main long videos, but it'll be on potentially YouTube, save some on Facebook. What we're going to try and do is we're going to put snippets of our live streams and our long recordings on the other platforms on key points that would hopefully draw people in to watch the full video. So that's what we want to try and do. And but no, it's really important that it's all what you want to hear for yourselves. You know, there's so many subjects, so many stories. Please just reach out to us. We're more than happy to accommodate you. And you know, we might got have this huge view with the new page on the live right now, but this video on demand for the next few weeks. It will start. People can watch it whenever you want to. So yeah, that's the general idea, and we'll constantly keep monitoring the comments under the video once it's uploaded to see what you want us to talk about, or even if you want to come on and have a chat with us, we can organise that too. So there's so many endless possibilities now,
Yeah,
and
anybody who's got something to say and you literally just
yeah,
wants to join, you put look you'd like to join, you have and just put a brief what you want to talk about in a chat live,
yeah,
and I will literally send you a call on Messenger as we speak. So I can live phone you right now if you want to talk. If
yeah,
anyone out there wants to talk,
exactly.
I can literally live phone you right now and you can get in on the conversation. You don't have to have your um camera on. But if you're using your mobile and that, you're going to have headphones, because otherwise, if it comes through the speaker, we're going to get feedback and everybody's going to hear everything twice, and it's just going to be horrible for everyone. So that's one thing, guys, you're going to have to do. You're going to have earbuds, earphones, whatever it is you're using on your
Yeah.
mobile device, even if it's a laptop, a tablet, whatever you're using, you're going to have headphones and a microphone. Simple as that. So earbuds,
Yeah.
whatever. Otherwise, we'll get this feedback loop, and you'll literally hear me and yourself and everyone like twice, three times over and over and over. And it's just like, what is going on there? It's horrible, but it's your microphone on your phone picking up what we're
Yeah.
saying to you and that, and what you're saying again, because you've got it on a loudspeaker. So that's the only thing. But yeah, anybody
And
is
also,
more than welcome anytime they like to just send a message
yeah.
in the comments and say, "Oh, I'd like to join." And literally, if you're on my Facebook Messenger, I will phone you.
And also another thing that'd be quite handy with all my equipment arriving this week. Sometimes me and Angel, we've got our own commitments. I have some other parts of business that I work on, but we might not be able to join each other together like we have done recently, both of us chatting. So sometimes, Angel might be going live without me, but when I've got my equipment set up, if he's not available and people still want to
What?
have a live
What?
event, then I can go live and talk about it in Angel's absence, just so we keep content flowing every single week. Because I
What's
think the more people come to
What
us,
have you
the
ordered
more
then?
stories.
What have you ordered then?
Well, I've got a desktop coming.
Well,
Just a
yeah, PC, desktop PC, yeah.
yeah, yeah, a new desk just because I thought why not? A nice microphone, that one that you suggested, and I have actually I'll tell you what I haven't ordered yet, and I'm glad you just asked me. Is I need to order my headset. So I might not get the exactly same as you, or I might do. I'm not sure, but I need to get my headset, and I've got some more monitors coming as well. Just because I like lots of monitors, I like to be involved in forex and trading. So the more monitors on the wall, the more stocks I can see at once. But yeah, no. So it's actually,
So you're going to unite the children UK stock market next year, then, are you? Is that your plan?
you know what? If we expand internationally or we get these other countries want to do it, we do it in the future. You know what? Why not? You never know. Who knows what will happen? But no, definitely not. No, it's a gambler's game really, unless you know what you're doing. You have to be really switched on with it to actually. But that's not for this one. This is something I've been doing for Jesus 20 years. So it's just something I do as part of my sort of income, really. But um, but again, that doesn't take much time. But no, so I've got various bits of kits arriving. I've got new earbuds coming as well because I'm conscious of the ones that I've got. Sometimes the microphone's not great, so I've got a slightly more
I've
advanced
got a
version.
set of the Samsung Galaxy Bud,
Yeah,
whatever they are, 510
yeah, that's
15s, mate,
what I've
in my
ordered.
drawer. You know what? I've never used them. They've never even been in my ear. Never used them.
Oh, no, coming. No, yeah, I've got some. I've got some
Mate,
coming.
before you
Oh,
buy something, you need to ask whether or not I've got it, because at the moment I've had just about everything you've needed, and
yeah,
you've gone out and brought it first before
you
asking.
know.
So, um,
Well,
can I?
I've not had a reason to buy computer stuff, and I'm sort of been starting window shopping, looking at moving new computer stuff, and I've like got my old urge back, and now I'm like enjoying it too much. And being bipolar, I focus and go over the top on anything I focus on. So I'm literally going to turn part of my house into a professional studio, where I can then be like Angel with all the equipment, the nice background,
Yeah, I
the
might. I might. Well, the noise background is actually my house.
it is it's lovely.
It's
Yeah, I
not
mean,
it's
I'm
not like AI generated. That's actually my table and pictures and the sofa and the dog, and yeah, it's all mine. But yeah, I might have all the gear, but you know the saying, no idea. I'd
yeah,
like to
yeah.
just say to everybody though, I unfortunately won't be going traveling the weekend to see Matt or anyone, because my dog sitter has fallen through. So I have nobody to look after Boopstein, my little Gucci dog. So yeah, and I can't bring her with me because one, she gets travel sick and it's a long way. Two, Matt has loads of cats, like a wildlife sanctuary. And I so yeah, and with all the issues recently with cats, I think it's best she avoids them, because guys, I was at the vet again today, I might as well say, and she's had a tooth out as well, so she's even more unhappy with me. But it is what it is. If it had got any worse, it'd have been painful. We don't want that. Even though I brush them at that, what a nightmare, eh? Still tooth, bad tooth, brush them and everything. Anyway, She's on steroids for the rest of her natch now. So there you go.
So don't wind her up and get on her bad side then, eh?
Hmm. So that's it now. She's a steroid freak for the rest of her life. Bless her. So yeah, there you go. That's it is what it is, I'm afraid. But
Yeah, and you know
she's
that
good. She's good. She's good.
there's quite a lot of other things that we are going working on at the moment in the background, but it's not wise to talk about it yet because I don't want to jinx anything. With me and Angel, us dinosaurs and technology, and it's quite amusing how it's causing us problems.
Mate,
So, but
this week
there's
I'm
so
gonna
much more in the
this
background.
this week,
Yeah.
mate. The way things have been going, I'm gonna say as little as possible because oh geez, it's been one thing after another this week. You know, it's been one of them weeks where you just think anything else, just bring it on this week, and then next week race starts. So it's like just bring it on this week, bring it all on because
Yeah.
it's like
And also, yeah, and also I love a great debate. I love debating. So you might not want to talk about your social story. You might want to come on live with us and talk about a specific subject in relation to childcare and what's going on. You
yeah,
might want to talk about.
I haven't debated for a long time, mate. I'm just never in the mood.
Well, you just need to. Yeah, I love a good debate. I love to hear people's perspectives of things.
You totally didn't get that, did you?
You talking? Yeah. No, you. Yeah, you do like a debate. Yeah. We debate literally every day, don't we, Angel?
No, I think you didn't
Cool.
get the joke, mate. I think that went straight over your head. That joke.
What was that? It probably did.
I said I haven't had a good debate for a long time. I haven't been in the mood for it.
Yeah. No, I get what you mean, man. Honestly, I know exactly what you mean. Oh, you do. No, you know you know your stuff. You certainly passionate on certain things as well, and we can tell your passion by the way your mood
Sorry
changes on
about
certain.
that, guys. All the messages are coming through, so everyone can hear my phone going, mate, because I'm
And
starting to.
again, sorry to anyone that's messaging tonight. I can't actually see the messages at the moment. I've not got my laptop on me. But moving forward, equipment's arriving this week, so I'll have my little studio set up like a little podcast room, and yeah, so it'll be a lot easier for me to see the comments and potentially, you know, we want to invite people in at times or send us an email or comment Miss Blow for us to specifically talk about that subject. So, yeah, I mean, seriously, this is new territory for us. We're humble beginners, and there may be
Well,
some suggestions
this
what we
is
could do. Yeah,
this is one person who hasn't got the invitation that I'm live because she keeps on messaging me about my Facebook while I'm live doing a Facebook. So I'm not going to say her name, but obviously you know who you are now. I'm live on Facebook. Could you stop messaging me?
Mr. Popular.
My phone keeps on going off in the background. Obviously, the mic's picking it up. It's a good, really good mic, and that it can cut out a lot of the
Is that what that
background noise.
ka-ching?
But
Is that what that ka-ching noise is? Your phone going off?
yeah, that's my message on Messenger
Oh, do
going
you know
off
what?
because
That
it's
phone
constant, mate. It
sound.
never stops. It never stops. Never stops. I think it's great. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind. But yeah, it never stops. There's always someone trying to get hold of me, which is fantastic. I don't mind. I honestly don't. But yeah. And I'm so reluctant to turn my phone and that off. Sometimes I have to, and I do, but I'm reluctant to because I'm that committed and caring. Like I don't want to miss someone, especially like you imagine my phone's off when it's off for like 2 or 3 hours, and somebody's desperate to get hold of me because like they're suicidal or they're just losing it and they want someone to rant at, someone to cry to, and that, and I'm not available. You know, it's that's
And
the
that,
way I
yeah.
would feel absolutely terrible.
Yeah. So I just jumping off the subject again, very quickly. What I was talking to you about before, what we're looking to do with events around the country in the coming months, you know, we've got to get set up first. But we are looking at creating events in different towns. But these are going to be events where, you know, it's impactful. We're going to talk about the problem at hand in a professional setting because we'll actually reach out to the councils and the police liaison officers in that area to make them aware in advance what we want to come and do in this event so we can then talk about it without having sort of been interrupted or you know being told to go away. But we actually to get the message out there. I guess you know I see a lot of people protesting, and I love the fact that people are getting on the streets outside the buildings and they're protesting now. It's great. You know, it just shows how much passion and how much the public are finally coming together. But at the same time, we want to do events near these buildings, but in a setting where we get permission, but we still get to talk about the issues at hand.
Yeah, you
And
have
then
to
it's,
just get in
yeah,
contact with your local police liaison
exactly, yeah.
officer, a
So
community
we just,
liaison officer, and
yeah, that's right, yeah, yeah.
you do it through them. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward, really.
There's just so many possibilities at the moment. We're exploring so many.
It's getting people to turn up, which is the biggest issue.
Well, it's early days, and over time, the message gets across, the videos get shared, and people want to, they either like us or they don't like us. So many people out there doing
You
different
ain't got to
podcasts.
like you ain't got to like me, to be fair. You just got to be passionate about what I'm doing. You ain't got to like me.
Oh, absolutely,
As
yeah,
long
but
as
there's so,
you're on here for the right reason, you're trying to do good, you're trying to learn.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think there are many people doing what we're doing, but in my opinion, there are ways of doing it and there's ways of not doing it. I won't go into that, but good luck to everyone on their approach and how we do things. But we want to be around for a very long time, so we need to protect ourselves from the liability of having our, you know, sites and platforms removed. So we should invest quite a bit of time and effort into ensuring that we are future proof, so we don't get removed, and we can stay and share the stories and build awareness. One of the things I'm going to talk about, I was having a chat earlier with Dal again. He's such a big contributor to what we're doing. He's so much information. He's given us lots of his time. The Social Justice Hub is something that he showed me, and I've looked at it, and I'm going to be probably create some content because it actually shows the statistics and the percentages of court proceedings, and if there's like how many percentage of the family court proceedings was found to have false reports in. I don't know what the statistic is. All I know is
Oh,
it was somewhere
I could take a
80 or
guess.
90%, yeah, 80 or 90%, but there's so many subjects. I'm not going to go into it massively now, so I want to create content specifically for that. And I'll be reaching out to Dale because I think he might want to join us on that one because he's the one who brought it to us. So somebody else that I'm probably whose voice he might be happy to have a good debate
um,
about it.
Anna, a live questions and answers session with the local authorities would be great. Yes, it would,
That
but
wouldn't
I can tell you right now, there is 110% they will never do that. That's never going to happen. I'm not going to blow your trumpet and go, oh, yeah, we'll see what we can do, see what we can set up. There's no way in God's earth anybody from the local authority will ever, ever, ever come on Unite the Children UK. That's a fact. They're never
unless
going to do
those
that.
don't happen anymore and they're sick of what's been happening and they come forward like some of these social workers have. And hopefully in time we'll have them on here. So you never
No,
know. I
an
always say,
active member of the
oh,
local
active, allowed,
authority
oh,
will not
perfect.
come on here.
We wouldn't be allowed to. We wouldn't be allowed to, no.
And if it's an
No.
ex-social worker or someone like that come on here, everybody then, not everybody on here, but the wider public, the wider world, most of them would just be like, oh, well, he or she's only saying that because they've no longer got their job and they're bitter, blah, blah, blah. Because that's just the way of human nature, I'm afraid. So, yeah, the local authorities, that's not going to happen. That's never going to be on here, unfortunately. I'd love it. I would love it. Oh, my God, I'd love it. But it'd be like talking to an MP. You wouldn't get a straight answer. They'd divert from the subject and talk about something absolutely irrelevant, like the local bin man or something. So it'd be pointless. I have got a recorded, well, 3 actually, recordings of meetings with local authority, right? Yeah. And without going too much into it, because I can't at the moment, I know more than they do about what's going on with my children in care, right? Yeah. And I don't even see them. So that is how bad they are at getting information, finding out things. They haven't got a clue. They couldn't answer questions. They diverted questions, and they literally admitted, look, they didn't even know. And I'm like, well, you should know. These are my children you're supposed to be looking after, and you haven't got a clue what's going on in their lives. So without going into it, a member of the local authority, if they did come on here, it would be a total waste of time. It'd just be like, I don't know, watching paint dry.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's individual county-based local authorities, which, trying to drive change in each county would be amazing. But we really are looking at it as a United Kingdom reform of all counties because they all seem to do the same things. So, yeah, it's a big mission that we've got and a big goal that we're going to reach. I know we're going to reach it. We will reach the goal of what we want to do. We will make reform. There will be reform, because of what we're doing. It's not just us. There's so many other groups out there doing what we're doing, and we will be looking at potentially collaborating with some other groups at some point in the future. But there is a lot. It's not just us doing it. There's a big movement out there now. So many groups doing what we're doing, and there's so much noise out there. So I think it's only a matter of time before the public will get heard, and there will be change. But
And you're
it's
totally right. Yeah.
it's a shame we've had to build groups
Even
to do it. It
even
should be done.
even
Yeah,
even social workers don't know. Yeah, you're totally right. They don't because and they should. That's the point. That's what the point I'm trying to make. This
yeah,
social worker I'm dealing with anyway, doesn't know. He hasn't got a clue what's going on with my children, and this is the point. He should know. So, and I've got evidence to prove the fact that this guy doesn't know and he should know, and that's the bad thing because at the moment I can't share it, and it's frustrating because it proves 110% that this social worker has not got the first clue. And it's not just me saying it, it proves it out of his own mouth and from his own actions during these meetings. So
yeah.
yeah. And now there's a new manager, and now the new manager is totally ignoring me, doesn't want anything to do with me. So it's just one goes, another one comes along and does exactly the same. It's rinse and repeat. It doesn't change. It's like one bad egg goes, another one joins in. You start the whole process again. It's like, well, now this
Well,
manager doesn't want to know, and then that manager don't want to know, and this that and the other. It just goes on and on and on, man. It's just like, when am I going to get a break? When are my children going to get a break? And someone is going to come along from social services who actually generally cares, knows what they're doing, and sorts this absolute, and I'm going to say it, absolute shit show out. Rant over, done.
okay, and actually, extending what you've just said there, that there is a pattern that I've noticed in my experience these years. What I've noticed is because you get so many different social workers, they keep changing. But I love looking for patterns and things. That's what I always look for small details. That's what I like to do. But what I've noticed is when you start to create evidence and concerns against the conduct of their procedure with the social worker, and you start to email their boss, and you start to get people involved, suddenly they change the social worker. And then you speak to that social worker about the concerns that you had before with them, and they'll say, "Oh, that was my colleague, it's not me, so we have to start fresh." 4 months down the line, they play the same cards. You catch them out, you raise a concern with the management team, and suddenly you get a new social worker and social worker three, social worker four, and so on. And it's just like you catch them out, they change the social worker to remove accountability. They just say, "Well, that's my colleague, not me." And that's what I've seen a lot happening. And it's again, it's just dodging accountability. But what I will say, when social workers see this, I want to say to you guys, you're getting sloppy. You're getting that greedy and sloppy because you are seeking the funding. The amount of advertising for foster carers shows, and what the Labour government was it? They wanted an increase of 80% of the adoption rates
Don't
quite
know,
a
mate.
while
I
ago.
don't bother with the government at all. Full stop. Don't bother. I just vote.
Well,
I vote, and that's it. And then I just totally wash my hands with it, mate, because it's the same old, and it's been like it for God
yeah,
knows how many years now, and I just can't be dealing with the politics and all that. So I just don't bother no more. I'm just like, I vote for who I vote for, and that's that. And I tell everyone
yeah,
now, right, yeah, I don't vote for Labour and I don't vote for Conservative. It's as simple as that. So that's all anyone needs to know because let's face it, the only time this group ever going to be about politics and me ever is if it directly involves some sort of new law or whatever to do with children or some member of parliament has finally stood up and done something and then I'll share that, all right, yeah, if one of them actually does something to do with social services and
yeah.
children and that in general, I'll shout it from the rooftops, like if a politician does that. But apart from that, mate, I don't want to know. I'm not interested. Not interested at all
And
because
that's,
it's the
that's the
same old, mate. They all say the same thing, and none of them ever deliver. None of them. None of them.
And I think it's about time we start the public challenges these political parties on why they're not addressing the situation with children, which is the most sensitive areas in politics, is the children.
Because you get
They talk,
arrested. You get arrested if you speak out. And you get locked up for 2 or 3 years. That's why.
well, yeah, I guess if you do it a certain way. But no, it's getting the message out there and just trying to find the right people who share the same concern. And the best the
Well, it's
best time,
everyone, and it shares the same
the,
concern now. Everyone's sick to death with a lot of them.
Yeah, usually the best time to get political parties' attention on, say, child matters is towards the new election because they want people to vote for them and they basically want to tell you a mandate that you want to hear. In
Yes, mate,
Labour's
but then
terms,
they'll get into power and they won't act on it, mate. They say what they want you to believe, so you vote for them, and then when they're in power, they don't do it. They don't do it. It's all
I
lies,
know.
so I'm not getting into it, mate. They all say the same thing,
Unfortunately,
and for 20 odd years, nothing's changed, and they all say the same thing to get into power. Exactly the same thing. We're going to
exactly.
change
Yeah.
this. We're going to change that. We're going to change this, that, and the other. We're going to change the NHS. We're gonna change the fire service. We're going to change this. We're going to change that. Housing, blah blah blah. Right? And they don't. All they do is put your taxes up and everything else up, and just cripple you and make it near enough impossible to live. That's it. End
Oh,
of.
yeah.
I'm not discussing politics anymore on my group.
And that's the difference with me, I guess. I have absolutely zero. I have no quit in me. I don't know how to quit. I've never quit on anything in my life. I don't know how to. And that's why before I said that, I'll do what it takes to get what we need done with the children. I just don't know how to quit. I'm a persistent bugger, a very persistent person.
Oh, I'm
And
never going to quit, mate, and do whatever it takes within
oh, no, I'm
reason.
not
But
saying you
I'm
are.
not.
I'm just
I'm
saying,
not
yeah,
going to go down the politics route because my time is better spent doing other things. Because I will make no difference with the government, local authority, national authority, anything. I'll make no difference, mate. What I
on
will
that
make a
note,
difference in is what I'm going to do, and that's helping children and parents to have hopefully a happy ending, to get their lives back on track, to get some sort of stability, to get to see their children, to get their children home, that sort of thing. When it comes to the government, generally, I'm done with them.
yeah,
And there's plenty of
I've
other
got about,
platforms and groups and protests and other people shouting it all from the rooftops, right? Yeah. Um, and so that's not what this group's about. So, like I said, mate, I'm not going down that route. It's as simple as that. And when somebody posts about religion and 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 race and all that sort of thing on my channel on this group, that's why their posts don't get approved because that's not what it's about. If it's about the local authority, social services, okay, government, if it's to do with children and reform of social services, right, or anything else related around that sort of thing, I will get involved. But I'm not getting involved with all the other stuff. There's plenty of other groups that can do that. I'm not doing it. I need to concentrate on what this group was started for in the first, well, the previous group, but now this
yeah,
one,
all about the
which is all
children.
about exposing social services, trying to get change, okay? Because it needs to stop, and helping children and families. That's what this is about.
I've
Not
literally got
not
about
all the rest.
5 to 10 minutes until I have to go. Our 10-minute chat turned into about an hour.
Yeah, as usual. It's
That's all right.
very
That's no problem. I like to
disappointing.
talk.
Very disappointing. Samantha.
Yeah,
Samantha couldn't
yeah.
make it.
I hope she's okay. I mean, maybe something unforeseen happened, which happens to people. I hope she's okay. I hope she'll reach out to us and let us
Yeah,
know she's okay.
I've sent multiple messages on multiple different
Yeah,
platforms, so
and we'll
she'll
just
get
have to
back to me.
reschedule for another
She'll
night.
get back to
Yeah,
me at some point, I hope. But yeah, so anyway, guys, on that note about the politics and that, I think, I've made it pretty clear, as I normally do, because I'm trying to make things as clear as possible. Yeah, so I shall speak to you soon, mate, about PLO and Section 20.
yes,
And I'll get that uploaded. In the
yes.
meantime, I'm sure I shall make a video about something what's going on in my life, even if it's just walking the dog and having a little rant about a little natter about some subject what's come up.
Yeah,
But yeah, apart from that, guys, like I said, it's early days again because now this group has literally been going for a day. So please bear with, guys, and yeah, you've always got my personal Facebook to go and have a look on anyway because that's where all the action seems to be all the time. But
yeah.
yeah,
I'm very happy. Yeah,
we
just
will
feel free.
get there, and brilliant. So thank you. So you anything you need to add, Matt?
No, just apologies for not having the story tonight from the Samantha. But it's been great just to have a little chit chat, just to let you guys know what we've been working on recently. And again, just the ideas we have. If you've got any ideas of, well, actually, no, I've done that already. So no, that's about it. Thank you for watching and listening, and we'll get this first episode of the story happening again real soon, and because I think there are other people coming forward wanting their story as well.
Yeah, there is.
Talk.
I've got to
So
contact
we've got
someone
a few
back this
people.
week who sent me some
Yeah,
information which I've
yeah.
now gone through and read. So I shall be talking to her, but it's not live. She will be on a recording, so there may be some editing going on. But yeah, so
I
that's up
think
to
we.
come. So somebody else is coming forward,
Yeah,
so that's gone. Hi Brittany,
yeah.
you're right. By the way, Brittany, when you watch this back later and there's loads of messages going off, just so you know, that's you.
I was
She's
Brittany,
just
was
come
it?
in. She's just come in chat on the live stream. Now we're literally just going because anybody who's joined this late on, if you want to know what's going on, just rewind it in about quarter of an hour, 20 minutes when Facebook's
Yeah.
done its thing because Samantha couldn't make it unfortunately, but hopefully we'll get her
No.
on again soon to say her story. There is other people coming forward, like I said, so it will be a thing that my story is a thing which is going to be on this channel where people will be saying their stories, like I said, anonymously, on camera, off camera, however they want to do it. So yeah, and that's about it really, guys. So like I said, I'm sorry it hasn't happened. Hopefully she'll get back to me soon and let me know that she's okay because I'm a bit concerned. And I'm gonna take Boopstein, my little Gucci dog, for walkies, and I'll speak to you all on that soon. Thank you, Matt. I shall speak to you a bit later on after I've come back from taking the dog
Yeah,
for a walk.
that's
All
fine,
right,
buddy. Yeah, hit me up. No problem. Thank you guys
outstanding.
for listening.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Take care, everyone. Thank you,
See
everybody.
you.
Bye.